Hey guys, my name is Dave and I run Saluda Grade Farm. It's just a one-man operation, which that man is me. And I'm always trying new things. I'm always trying to increase my production and my profit. And also I'm always trying new things to accomplish that goal. One new thing that I'm trying is basil. I've grown and sold basil before in NFT channels and it did really good. I did it as a cut and come again thing because it's really cool. It's got all these little suckers that grow off of it, kind of like a tomato plant. And so every time you cut it, those suckers take over and they can grow, and then you can keep cutting it until it bolts or it gets disease ridden and just doesn't look good. But here in my deep water culture system, I'm growing it in floating rafts. So here's the basil raft. Now this is on a floating raft. It's got 72 holes on this 2x4 foot floating raft. And this basil's only been transplanted in here for 4 weeks. Before that, it was in a flood and drain system, which is the best way to start seedlings. And so let's take a look at this plant. I'll show you what a sucker is. So super healthy plant, beautiful leaves, no disease anywhere in here, no downy mildew. I don't spray or treat this, there's no bugs, but let's take a look at the plant. So here's the main stem, obviously, and here are the basil leaves that are growing off that main stem, and then these are suckers. So what's really cool is that these, what we call suckers, kind of like a tomato plant, it's its own little plant, except for it doesn't have roots, because you could actually take that off and then plant that and it would grow roots. But if we were to cut this off, if we wanted to harvest this top part right here, snip that there, these two would now become the main stems, and they would grow. There'd be two main stems, and then you could cut that, and it would also encourage these other lower suckers to grow, because at every one of these leaves coming off of the main stem, there's suckers on each side of it. And so this would grow in perpetuity if you had the perfect climate and disease never got to it. So that's pretty cool. I have this in a couple phases. I'm growing some here on a 72, and that's only been there for about a week and a half, but look how big that is. This stuff grows so fast. It's amazing. Incidentally, I built this 24-foot wide greenhouse by myself out of readily available parts, and also a wooden pipe bender that I use to bend these bows. I have an older video on how to do that, but honestly the video really sucks. But I have another one coming down the pipeline, so if you're interested in how to make greenhouses, not only wide ones but also really narrow ones, I'm building a 12-foot one that I'm going to detail how to do. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe. Also, if you just so happen to be looking for plastic for a greenhouse, please go to the link in the description. I am now an affiliate of Greenhouse Megastore, and I have a link to the 6 mil plastic that I use that's actually held up really well through even Hurricane Helene and plenty of 40-mile-an-hour storms. So please click that link if you're ready to buy plastic. That'll really help this channel and help me to make more videos to show you how I farm, and also soon to be how I garden. Also been growing a ton of cilantro in this system. This stuff is way overgrown and should have been harvested about a month ago, but we've just been harvesting little bits of it and using it for ourselves, not selling it at all. Also trying one lonely mint plant, which is doing really good, even though it's got some like disease. The main plant is doing really well, and I have a feeling that if the whole raft was filled like that basil right there, it would be doing amazing. And then back to the basil. This is my basil in my flood and drain system. And I got a bunch of other immature seedlings in here. I'm growing some cucumbers, and we're gonna have broccoli and celery if they ever germinate, and also some kale. And those will be just for myself and my family. So I hope you enjoyed that little update and information on the basil plants. Coming up, what I'm trialing is I'm injecting fresh water and nutrients every single day into these large systems, and so that way the water will be turned over about every 45 days. I learned this from Green Ease, and he said he had really good results, and everybody who's tried it has had really good results, better productivity, and healthier plants. So I'm going to try it for myself and see how it goes. And so I'll hope to keep you updated. So if you're interested in optimizing your hydroponic systems, stay tuned for that. All right, thanks for watching and have a great day.